Yo, what is happening, guys? Welcome back to Let's Talk Fighting Channels. Today, we are back to talk about our reaction to the Misfits Extra Zone Series 4 event. Now, as you can tell by the title on the thumbnail, a lot of shit went down. A lot of shit just surprised us, basically. Shit went the complete opposite direction of how we predicted it for the most part. Not gonna lie. To start off, it was Anthony Taylor versus Fargo. Now, I said that I didn't watch Fargo's fights before. I just said I'll go with Anthony Taylor because I don't really know Fargo. If Fargo boxes, he wins. If they both brawl, Taylor wins. Fargo boxed, he won. Anthony Taylor tired out very quick. He got a very easy win over Anthony Taylor. Just because he literally boxed him, let Anthony Taylor tire himself out, danced around him, did all that. So that was the first fight to lead off. Then we move in to the women's fight, Elle Brooke versus Faith Hordway. Now, I did say if Faith Hordway comes out and uses her jab and boxes, she has a chance of winning. But I think Elbrook's just going to get up close, swing for the heavens, get it dirty, and if that happens, she's going to win. And I did also say I don't think Faith has the experience to know how to use the jab to her advantage. And to be honest, it's harder to fight somebody, in my opinion, that doesn't really use technique than someone who uses technique. Because someone who uses technique, who stands in a, like good technique form, you know, if they know boxing, they're going to throw smart shots. You're like, right, what's a good shot? You know what I mean? Where they, like, Elle Brooke just came out fucking swinging like that, and you don't know what's next because she doesn't know what's next. So Faith just couldn't do it, and she ended up TKOing Faith. And stopped it very, very quickly. But that was literally the first two fights to go over there, and there wasn't really much to go on. But then we get into the more exciting shit, the bigger shit that went down. Fair play to those two fights. They did a good job bumping in the card, you know what I mean? They did their part. But this is the part where shit started to go, what in the actual fuck? Next up, we had Swarms versus Ryan Taylor. Now, I literally said, and I feel like a lot of people agreed in my prediction, I wanted Swarms to win. Didn't think Swarms was going to win. Thought Ryan Taylor was going to get in there and really batter him because, you know, he wouldn't stay down against Slim. So I was like, well, Swarms ain't going to do anything. Swarms ended it with a jab. Swarms just pop. That's it. It was all over. That was all she wrote. And it was literally the simple fact of Swarms for a little jab and a connect of Ryan Taylor's eye. And Ryan Taylor just couldn't see out of his left eye. And that is literally what happened. So obviously, if a fighter can't see out of their eye, they can't continue. One thing I will say though, right? I'm not a big fan of Ryan Taylor. Definitely not a fan, right? He's just I just don't like him. Plain and simple. I'll just be honest. I say I had his in the channel. Don't like him. So whenever he got hit in the eye and he had to be forced to stop, I'm like, well, do you know what? You headbutted somebody. This is kind of your karma. But at the same time, it's obviously a very serious injury. And one thing I will call out is his corner. Even though I don't like Ryan Taylor, and I'm happy he lost, I think it was disgraceful by Ryan Taylor's corner when Ryan Taylor, who's supposed to be their fighter, it's their job to take care of their fighter. When he was saying, I can't see out of my eye, they were like, oh, yeah, just go in and finish the round, though. Go in and finish the round, you'll be fine. I think that's fucking disgraceful. Your job is to train them to do the best they can and also look out for them if shit goes south. Shit went very south for Ryan Taylor real quick. Some could call it karma, yes, for all the shit he's done. But at the same time, you also got to feel as he's human. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't see out of his fucking eye, and his corner was just like, no, go out and fight. That was fucking disgraceful. I don't want to ever see them in anybody's corner in boxing, in YouTube boxing again, because it's a fucking disgraceful. The fact that they thought, oh, it doesn't matter if you can't see, you go out. The ref was like, look, if he can't see, he's not continuing, plain and simple, and that was the right call, because he, like, he might have went out and Swarms might not have done much because I don't think that Swarms hit him hard enough to cause. I think this was maybe an existing injury beforehand that Swarms just landed at the correct place and, it just furthered the injury and actually made it take effect this time. I think that's what actually happened. But I don't want to see them in anybody's fucking corner again. But that was the negative side. The positive side is our boy, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Swarms, the madman, fucking won. I couldn't believe it. I was like, obviously we're not going to be like, oh yeah, Swarms, like, had a great performance. But we're all still going to say, he's the GOAT, bro. He's the greatest of all time. I was very happy to see just Swarms win. The fucking, I can't. It's whenever Swarms, like, Larry jabbed him, he stand there with his tongue out, Larry just thrusting the air and shit. I couldn't. Swarms is just funny, man. And I'm happy to see him win. But yeah, no, that fight happened. Then right after that, then it was B Dave versus the mystery opponent. Oh, the mystery opponent. But who could it be? Pineda, it's the GOAT, the return of the fucking GOAT, the greatest of all time, the madman, the bad man, whatever the fuck you want to call him, from Mexico. Vamos! He will come in and destroy you. The GOAT Pineda returns. Literally, it was funny because I was sitting with Sohail, and I just said, oh, The Undertaker. Then the lights went out and the Undertaker song played, and I was like, what the fuck? And then as he was standing there, I looked and I was like, that posture looks familiar. He went like this. I didn't pay attention. Then the mariachi band came out and he turned around and I'm like, oh my god, he's back. He's back. Vamos. He's back. And honestly, I was very happy with his performance. You know, I thought whenever Pineda came back, I was like, it would be really sad if he came back and got knocked out again. But he came in and he literally just hammered B-Dave. Now, he did give it all in round one, which means he did tire out very quickly. And he only won the decision. But he came out and he looked very, very good. I don't know if it was the case. This is what I'm stuck on, right? I'm not saying Pineda is the, best boxer now, right? Because he was against B-Dave, who, got it on like 10 days' notice. Literally said he trained by smoking cigarettes and drinking beer, which I wouldn't put it past him. I don't know if Pineda was actually good and KSI just made him look bad. Or the case that I think it was he got stage fright against KSI. He wasn't that good, but ever since he lost to KSI and they offered him to come back, he thought, right, this is my chance to really skyrocket. So he really took it seriously. He just came out going, fuck the box, I'm just going to go for him. I think that's what happened. I think Pineda just wanted to redeem himself, and I think everybody loved it. Obviously, a lot of people are like, oh, this is stupid. Like, we expected, like, a really good fighter. Like, fucking, you know what I mean? But it was good for the meme, it was good for the culture, and it was just great. And then you saw KSI and him embrace after KSI's fight, just backstage, and it was great. It was just honestly great to watch. But that happened, and that was absolutely amazing. Then, next up, we got Salt Poppy versus Josh Bruckner. Now, I did claim this was going to be Friday night. A lot of people thought this was going to be Friday night. It ended too early to be Friday night. But you know what? I thought Josh Bruckner's big. He's lanky. He's tall. He's going to cause Salt Poppy problems on the job. But the thing was, Josh Bruckner was just too stiff and too slow for Salt Poppy. Josh Bruckner's good, but Salt Poppy is just better. And that is it. And Salt Poppy came in, he kept hitting the emote button. Salt Poppy just kept hitting the emote button and taunting him and talking shit to him, saying, is that all you got? Literally walking, looking at him like, is that all you got? You're too slow, man. And then, whenever we thought, oh, this is really just going Salt Poppy's way, Josh Bruckner's going to have to bring it back. Josh Bruckner showed a little bit of something, and we're like, oh my god, he actually might bring this back, make it a competitive fight. No. Then that's whenever Salt Poppy landed the nice little bang, the nice little left. And Josh Bruckner came down like a ton of bricks and just fell. And I thought he was going to get back up, but no, he stayed down. I don't think it was one of those cases where Josh Bruckner was seriously hurt. I think it was just one of those cases where Salt Poppy landed the right punch at the right time. Josh Bruckner was not prepared for it, and he stayed down because he was just shook, for the simple fact of he was probably dazed. Like, he was shook, he was dazed, he was like, I don't really know what's happening right now, because he just didn't prepare for it. Whenever you prepare for the punch, you can kind of psych yourself up for it. When it lands like Salt Poppy said against King Kenny in the interview after, time beats speed. You can be quick as you want. But whenever you time it right, and especially if your opponent does not think it's going to happen at that time, you can really catch them. And that's what Salt Poppy did. Salt Poppy proved that he is one of the top in the YouTube boxing scene. And he called out King Kenny. He called out King Kenny fucking ringside. I think he called out Deji, was it? He called out, who else did he call out? God damn, he called out fucking everybody, man. He called out Slim. He said he'll fight Jake Paul. He said he'll fight KSI. He said he'll fight anybody. So, do you know what? I can't wait to see who Salt Poppy fights next, honestly, because Salt Poppy's definitely one of the best in the YouTube boxing scene. Some people are arguing the best, and do you know what? I can't really argue with that, because he has yet to lose, plain and simple. When he beat the two other guys, we were like, right, that's what he should be doing. When he fought Josh Bruckner, we were like, right, this is going to be a competitive fight. He made it look easy. So do you know what? He's levels above what we already fought, which was already very high. So shout out to Saul Poppy, man. He came in with that knockout. He came in with that quick stoppage. Round 2. He gonna be moving up, and I can't wait to see who he fights next. Right after that, then we got Misfits 5 announcement. Jay Springler came out to announce his next fight, although it did kind of ruin it because they put it up before Jay actually got to announce it, which was kind of shit. I don't know who the guy is that he's fighting, can't lie. I actually did see when I first glanced at it, I thought it was Finney Hacker. I thought it was Finney Hacker. But Jay Springler is returning on February the 25th for Misfits 5, which I'm happy about because I like Jay Springler as a content creator, as a YouTuber, and I was happy to see him back, but obviously he fought Chardley's, which wasn't that big of a competition. So now to see him actually come back and start his kind of redemption arc to get the Gibb fight, that'll be exciting. February 25th, I will definitely be watching. I'm sure you will too. I can't wait. The undercard should be announced soon. Hopefully King Kenny's on it maybe. Saul Poppy might be on it. Who knows? Hopefully it's a good card and I can't wait forward to that. But moving on to the co-main event. Slim Reaper versus Tom Cinetti. Now, I think a lot of us fought the same way I did. Tom Cinetti's like Ryan Taylor. He's a tough motherfucker, but he also has a bit of skill. And that's exactly what he was, because Slim did not win easy. Slim won 3 rounds to 1, in my opinion. I think Slim got the first 2, Cinetti got the 3rd, Slim got the 4th. Now, Slim made the big mistake. I said, if Slim boxes, I think he could beat Tom Cinetti, like, quite comfortably. If he brawls, it's going to cause issues, and Tom Cinetti could upset him. Slim decided to brawl for the most part. I think it was only in the 4th round he started to actually box and use his length. Tom Cinetti, absolute fucking crazy fucking nutcase, plain and simple. He was getting punched and he was jumping up and down like, yeah, hit me more, bro. He's a nutcase. Tom Cinetti is an absolute fucking nutcase, but you know what? He was entertaining, and there was times when Slim needs to work on his cardio. Slim started to tire out, and Tom Cinetti started to take advantage of it. Tom Cinetti was knackered. He was beaten. He just kept getting hit, but he kept coming forward because this man, I don't know what's up here. But it ain't a fucking brain. Plain and simple. There's stuff, it's like machinery up there, constantly just going and going to tell him to go forward. And I said it in the prediction video. I said, I think after this fight, we're going to look at Tom Cinetti the same way Ivan Drago looked at Rocky and said he's not human, he's made out of iron. And that's exactly what I was fucking thinking. This man's made out of iron, he's made out of steel. You cannot break this man. What the fuck's wrong with him? Slim was the one that won. But if you look at them both, Slim looked like he got the shit knocked out of him. Fair play to Slim, obviously, for overcoming the storm. He was the better boxer in the night. He definitely did better. But he gave Tom Cinetti way too many opportunities to take advantage of his stamina being shit. Tom Cinetti, obviously, stamina wasn't too good either, but he kept pushing through because, like I said, he's absolutely crazy. It was nice to see a bit of respect after the way Tom Cinetti, I thought Tom Cinetti would be one of those ones that he'd be like, yeah, but I'll beat him next time. He was just like, no, better man won, blah, blah. Very respectful, which I'm not going to lie, I didn't overly expect it to be that respectful, but it was really good. Very good fight. That was fight of the night. I fought Saul Poppy versus Josh Bruckner. I did say, I think in an earlier video, if Saul Poppy versus Josh Bruckner ends early, then Slim versus Tom Cinetti could be fight of the night, and that's what ended up happening. 100% best fight of the night, very entertaining. Tom Cinetti, shout out to him. Obviously, shout out to Slim the Hitman for, not finishing him, but getting the decision win and taking home the dub. Then finally, KSI versus Faze Temper. Now, we all had our things about this. Some people thought Faze Temper was going to upset KSI. Some people was like, oh, KSI is going to beat Faze Temper. I was one of those ones. I said, I do not see Faze Temper beating KSI. I can't remember what my original prediction was, but on the night I said, whenever we were watching it, I think KSI finishes him in round 3. KSI knocked him out in round 1. And I feel bad for Temper, man, because Temper actually was giving KSI problems. KSI was just getting hit going in. Temper was actually doing better than KSI, in my opinion, for the simple fact of KSI was going in, and yes, he was putting the pressure on, he was swinging, but Temper was controlling and actually controlling the pressure pretty well and landing those shots and making KSI be like, okay, I'm getting hit here, I have to back off. Obviously KSI didn't back off, but Temper actually did quite well. It's just a shame because I think Temper really did improve, but I just don't think Temper has a chin, and that's it. I don't know if it's because he got hit by Slim and KSI, who seem to be heavy hitters, or not, but it just seems to be Temper has the skill, but when it comes to the chin, he just does not have the chin, and some people don't, you know what I mean? But KSI knocked him out in round 1. That's exactly what he should have. I said he needs to knock him out as quick as possible, make easy work of him to move on. And that's exactly what he did. So obviously, shout out to Faze Temper. Fair play for him to getting in there on short notice against KSI, knowing the KSI, although Temper had the height and all, knowing the KSI had basically all the advantages. And the KSI was a heavy hitter and all that, so fair play to Temper for taking that fight on the notice. But KSI won like he should have, and we'll see what he does next. Then right after the fight, Joe Fournier come up, they shook hands, they agreed to fight. Hopefully they stick to this. I hope that they stick to this, and that is the Misfits card in May. I really do, because I want to see him fight Fournier. I know a lot of people don't care because Fournier is not that well known in the YouTube boxing scene, but he's a 9-0 pro. He's going to be the one to give KSI the most problems. More than Woodley, more than Slim, more than anybody else in the scene. He's going to be the one to give KSI the most problems, and that is the guy, KSI. If KSI can beat him, then that means he's one step closer to actually being like, right, I can knock out Jake Paul. If he can't beat Fournier, well then, you know, it's a little bit of an issue. But that's a fight I want to see next. But the overall event was fucking fireworks. It was fucking sick. There hasn't been a Misfits card yet that has to disappoint. 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them have been lit. Hopefully Misfits 5 is lit too. I really fucking heavily enjoyed it. That is all my thoughts on the event. Drop your thoughts down below. Let me know what y'all thought. What was your favourite part of it? Probably the Pineda return. That's mine. But let me know in the comments below what your thought of it was. What's your favourite part of it? All the highlights and all of this and that. Who do you think KSI should fight next? Do you think he should fight Joe Fournier? What do you think Faze Temper should do next? Slim, all of that. Let me know. Let's have a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, as always, hope y'all have an amazing day. Hope y'all are thinking positive, test negative. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. So, peace. Fearless.